Alright, and we are live. So greetings, salutations, people of the internet, and welcome to the bar. I am Sippycup, your humble bartender and entertainer for whatever time of day it happens to be for you. And welcome to Sippy's First Drink. If you're unfamiliar with Sippy's First Drink, what I do here is I have a variety of games that I try out for 10 to 60 minutes apiece, and then I offer you my unfiltered first impressions review. The game that we are going to be doing next is the last show of Mr. Chardish. This one, I don't know how to necessarily describe it, because it's described itself as like having multiple different play styles and multiple different types of things going on throughout the game. So I don't know how to talk about it other than like I looked at it and went, well, this looks like it could be neat and I want to try it out. So I will give it one thing. Whoa, no, cancel. From time to time, nothing. Like, literally every single game that I play on Sippy's First Drink, one of the very first things that I check is, did it go borderless windowed mode automatically? Because the default for most games, in my opinion, should be borderless windowed mode. And then if you want to adjust otherwise, you can. But because one of the big things that annoys the hell out of me is when I open a game and it affects all of the rest of my screens because it's going into like full screen mode, and it tries to take my primary screen and put it into 4K, which I don't want. Borderless windowed mode, it doesn't mess with any of the rest of my screens whatsoever. And I feel like that should always be the default. And for this one, it was. I opened it up and it went right into borderless windowed mode. So thank you, developers of this game, for actually doing that as it should be, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. As always, timer doesn't start until the end of the opening cutscene, however long that is. I'm sure that there will be one. I believe that said August 4th, 1976. Dear Ella, I've prepared a small surprise for you at the theater. Would you come and see it? Robert.
Please enjoy the final interview, bringing our series, A Collection of Masks, to an end. Our guest is again a brilliant playwright, actor, and theatre director, the creator of such shows as Ascension and Labyrinth, Mr. Robert Chardish.
The hands are like how they're holding things, well, up until the phone. Very weird.
Hello?
Henry, it's Ella.
Ella? Oh, Ella! Hello! Honey, Ella is calling. What do you mean, which Ella? Our Ella? Oh, stop it, you!
It seems, and the textures on the hands look weird.
How's the weather out there in the States?
Oh, you know how it is. Win some, lose some, never a dull day. But I'm not calling from the States, I'm here in England.
Oh, one could never keep up with you.
I'm staying in that yellow hotel. What was his name?
Wait, the one here? In Linfield?
Yes. I'm back. Actually, I have a small favor to ask. Do you still have a car?
Oh, yes. The same old one. Had it for 20 years now.
That's very
The
pretty,
only thing
whatever
that
it is.
still works. Could you give me a ride somewhere?
To the cemetery? I can show you which grave it is.
No. I wanted... I have to check out the theatre.
Ah, right. Of course. I can be there in an hour. Would that be all right?
Sure, Henry. You are wonderful.
It sure brings back memories, doesn't it? So much has happened here.
Sometimes too much.
Are you sure you don't want me to come with you?
Thank you, but I'd like to be alone for a moment.
Is this going to have like that same... Okay, we're doing walking simulator type stuff, I'm guessing. start our time.
So, we meet again, Mr. Chardish. It's hard to believe that this is the end.
Isn't it? Time flies this fast only in the studio, on the stage, and with Sinatra.
It does indeed. Let me explain to the listeners who have missed the previous auditions that we've been meeting to talk about the major plays Mr. Chardish directed over the last 30 years. From the last one to the very first one, as well as about art in general and the bohemian lifestyle.
As long as I manage to stay on track.
Today our time travel takes us back to a theater in the village named Lindfield, the first stage you had to command by yourself. Before we start talking about art, let me ask, how are you feeling?
Well, I guess I should have seen that one coming, given the circumstances. I feel undefeated, and the prognosis is rather optimistic as well.
Oh, surely a lot of people sighed with relief at me just now.
I appreciate that. Sadly, people who expect to see me on stage will be disappointed. The doctors deny me any excitement, and for once in my life, I am inclined to listen to people who know better than me.
It must be difficult.
So,
Everyone has to
he's
exit
dying.
the stage eventually.
Mr. Chardish is dying. Toggle text. Dear Mr. Chardish, I must admit to some level of surprise at having received your letter. The last time we corresponded was a few ages ago, if memory serves, so at my age I don't expect it to. I would say it's a pleasure to hear from you, but it feels inappropriate given the contents of that message. I will spare you trite words of comfort and go right to addressing your plea for advice. Speaking as a third party to this and a person who some might call ancient, I cannot make the decision for you. I may possess all the facts, but it's not the facts that are the most important here. Two people will have as different impressions of an event as the faces they see in the mirror. As such, whether you leave or stay, you have to decide on your own, and I see no correct answer. Do not forget that life is quite long, longer than it seems to the young people, and as long as it lasts, there's time to change our mind, fix all the mistakes, take a step on the scene yet again. Best regards, Professor Edmund Whitemoon. That was Oscar. Dan. Oil the polys, Jim R. Fix the screenplay, scene 2, Robert. Order new chairs, Sophie R. Rush the printers, Robert. Arrange tailoring, Sophie. Berta R. Fix the stairs. The rail is loose, Jim R. Okay. Dear Henry, I apologize for not coming in person. I'm sending 2 sets of keys to Linfield. The smallest one to the mailbox. Feel free to sell the contents of the boxes. I have no use for them. You can send them back if you find someone to rent the place to. Go ahead. I feel too weak to take care of that. I'm entrusting it to you. Once again, let me apologize for not being there in person. I couldn't because I'll just go. Is there true art to be found at Broadway? The real star in 2 months. How did she do it? The curse of cursing. A critical look at profanity and detail. Before Sophie left for the city, I talked to her and wrote these down. She said these should be enough to do the hair without her. We'll miss you, Sophie. Easy chignon for quick wardrobe changes. You shan't have the need for more than 7 pins for this one. Make 3 loose ponytails. Make the middle one high in the end. Hide the chignon bun under the middle ponytail. Remember to pin it to the head so it won't fall out like last time. Pin one ponytail over the middle one. Wrap the other behind the loose ends. Both pin ponytails around the chignon bun and pin the hair down. Okay, neat. I didn't know how to do that. Now I do, apparently. Gibson girl hair for the witch. Part the hair down the hairline and leave about an inch down. Tease the hair by brushing it down. Make messy gently. Make messy chignon with gathered hair. Make it quite high. Take remaining hair strand by strand. Tease it. Roll inside it and pin every strand in place. Take each strand as a small victory roll. Do not fear making it too messy. If it fits the character, you can even pull or leave a few strands untucked. The Wanderer walks confidently back straight into the audience walk. Do not turn back. Knows there is no return. The Wanderer raises his head, shudders. The road leads upward. The Wanderer forget... okay. I meant to hit the other button. But, oh well. Thus far, it's just a walking sim, apparently. E. Look at it from my perspective. Solitude. April 13th, 1957, starring Robert Chardish. Okay, so each play is a different game style.
I can't stand how empty it became. Nothing to do but listen to the rats and remember how it used to be.
Okay. Ah, without the light specifically shining on it, I can adjust what is and is not in existence.
Have I planned it? Not at all. The films were a complete novelty to me. But I'm glad that I dared. Despite the sacrifices and changes this decision brought about.
Okay. Ah, so...
Sightless.
blocking the light gets rid of the dude. So each one of the plays will have its own particular mechanics that I have to figure out. This one's fairly easy. Block the light to create, to remove obstacles. Okay. I made a choice, and I have to stick to it, apparently. And I think both doors came out the same side, maybe. I mean, so the page, yeah, it showed the poster for this showed a man in a maze. So I feel like that's what this is going to be. It's going to be kind of a maze that I have to work my way through.
We were. Here. Together.
Okay.
We've decided.
They've decided, apparently.
You wanted to shine. 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 You wanted to shine.
Ah, hey, here's another.
For this price? For this price? For this price?
There. Okay. Another one of his.
Or if I had a friend all on this earth, you've been a friend to me.
Okay.
Do not turn away.
Have to move multiples. There we go. Get the stage lights on the right things. There seems to be like some minor stuttering with the camera. I don't know if that's just the way that this is or what, but it's like this movement isn't as smooth as I feel like it should be. Hold on, options, video. There. Maybe that'll make it a little bit better.
Road leads upwards. The road.
Yeah, the road leads upwards.
The road leads upwards.
Uh-huh.
The road leads.
Yes, the road leads upwards. I heard. You told me. You're gonna keep telling me that the road leads upwards?
The road leads.
No more road leading upwards, please. The delivery of that line is kind of meh. That's a cool effect. The way that the water looks as though it's painted. It's a very, very cool looking way of things. So some puzzly elements. Not a whole lot of platformy bits, just puzzly bits, but a mechanic that has to be learned. New mechanic each play, I'm assuming. And here's the maze.
I had plenty of plans. I wanted to have everything under control. But that's not how life is. The harder you try, the less control you have.
Hey, I made it through the maze. Are we back at the theater? Looks like. Is this something I can interact with? No. I thought maybe because it's there. So... Oh, all of the players are gone. Interesting. So I just continue to... follow things and try to collect all the things. I don't know that I have to collect all these, but...
First, he got it into his head that he would sleep in the theatre like the old days, but I set him straight. But he still drove there every day, insisting he had to finish something.
Okay, so... I don't... Okay, how exactly do I progress then? There we go. That's how. Is that going to be another following me around one? Yep. Looks like.
This was your desire.
Okay.
This was your desire.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna get... I have to get berated by her multiple times.
This was your desire.
Yep. My desire. Okay. maybe I need to... use it to make it kind of... I feel like I need to use this to try and make like a kind of stairway. Okay. Yeah, I need to use those things to make a kind of stairway. But... it's not being too kind. Maybe there? Yeah, nope. I can't climb up either, so... There we go. That took some effort, but we got there eventually. Well, back to the theater. Taking a bow. Back to August 4th, 1976.
The last performance showed in Linfield was definitely aimed at a mature audience. And from this perspective, it seems quite sad.
I'd rather call it introspective. It was a time where I used to spend quite some time on pondering what art is, how it reflects life, the decisions taken.
The girl with flaxen hair. Okay. So now where to? See, that was solitude. So we still have symmetry, daydreaming, and ascension. Various. Also, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Oh, those are just. I doubt that those are going to be. How to be really modern, Jonathan Bluebird. Sluggish, lavish furniture is simply passé. If you're still an owner of a bed that could safely fit a king with half his entourage, you're better off donating it to a museum, selling it to a flea market. Maybe there's the dust trap will find a desperate historian. The future belongs to elegant, functional shapes, bright colors, and modern materials. An interesting study of the human fear of the unknown. The futuristic environment is of particular interest. Mr. Green, they wore pots on their heads. And that was great, Johnny. Some postcards. Robert, you and your self-destructive tendencies, if you miss having a second voice on the stage, why do you keep writing scripts for one actor? Stop tormenting yourself and come to London. We'll have a bit of whiskey and play something together. Dress rehearsal loneliness, premiere loneliness, Easter break loneliness. It's not really a note, but sure, we'll take it. I'm guessing I need to go up. So we shall.
And your conclusions?
Rather trite. When you're alone on stage, even light feels heavy.
So each of the different, this is symmetry. Each of the plays, if you will.
The dump. But I could still be fixed.
All workstations have been disabled.
How do you know? Who are you?
A broken, grounded robot.
Oh, look! A ventilation shaft.
Okay. Ah! I need to... Okay. The painting style.
This must be some kind of mistake. I'll get some help.
Listen, I'm sorry to say it, but I don't think there's anyone left to help.
I don't understand.
I've heard the next transport is the last one.
But we're still here. Did they forget about us?
No, they've abandoned us.
Impossible.
Okay.
They couldn't have just thrown me out. I've worked here for so long. I've worked in this exact room.
Do you recognize this place?
A little. I used to work around the whole factory.
Doing what?
Minor repairs, maintenance, you know, emergency tightening of the screws. And you?
What was the hardest part? I think the changes. One of the plays was rewritten multiple times, even after the premiere. It made me get my lines wrong.
Okay, so in this one, the... Oh, God. The notes like that are going to be in jukeboxes this time around.
Poor consoles. So neglected.
Wait, can you operate them?
Yes?
So maybe we can make it. Catch this train.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
What does this do?
Remote control for the transport platform.
Hey, it's working.
Are you sure we're doing the right thing? They don't want us there. We're not certified.
So what? The outside world doesn't need a certificate.
But then everyone would be able to enter.
Exactly.
What's the world like then?
Full of light, freedom, and narwhals.
Oh, I've heard of them. They're tricky to program.
Okay. This is tricky. Hey, get back here. There we go. Oh no.
I think it's easier in the language of ukulele.
Have you noticed? Some equipment still works. Consoles, platforms.
They'll eventually stop. The connectors will rust, anti-gravity will fail.
Okay.
Poor them.
That's how it is. Nobody cares about this world.
So
Look,
Other
a train
stuff.
arriving at the station.
has to move.
It moves.
You have everything under control. You're doing great. You are a natural parcel, a free narwhal. Talk ukulele to me. Be strong. Be like steel.
Okay.
You look ahead, and I'll check what's there.
I'm
Hey, Are
using.
you here?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
At your service. I'll fix and save you. But don't just jump into danger like that anymore.
You have my word.
Why do you care so much about getting out? You almost became a bunch of spare parts.
Better to have tried and failed than to choose to stay stuck.
But
You don't want to get out.
I might want to, one day.
But do you want to get out or just get to another inside?
So, when you get out, you also have to do it right.
Well, the difference is fundamental.
Is that?
Which is?
Basic.
I know what that word means, but what's the difference?
The ceiling?
Smartass. The difference is the ceiling. Okay. Back to the door.
The train again. We must hurry.
I remember when the factory was full of life.
If it can be called life.
I'm not sure which way I need to be going, but that was obviously wrong, apparently.
Do you not have any good memories of this place? You must have done labyrinths.
Oh, tedious and repetitive.
Come on, I used to love them. Maybe you could overwrite my malfunction?
Okay.
What a strange feeling.
You've never been on this side of the controller?
No, not really.
Terrible, isn't it?
I need you to wait for me.
But this is wonderful.
There we go.
By the way,
Okay.
you're an expert on the outside world?
You could say that.
You've never been there? Not even for a moment?
If I were, I would definitely not come back here.
Even for a maintenance check?
Especially the maintenance check.
Hey,
Okay, so this is
I've been
difficult.
meaning to ask you.
Yes?
I've noticed that your springs are built in. So the malfunction must be caused by either the pins or the processor.
Sort of.
Such things are easily fixed. So if we find a station...
No, I don't want to have it fixed. I never wanted to. This is the
Oh.
only trait I have that's mine alone.
Okay.
Will you think less of me when I fix myself? Being broken is just making things harder for us.
Good. Hard-earned things are worth more.
Okay, this is starting to get, like, kind of tedious.
Oh, I can move again.
Thank God. Oh, excuse me.
The consoles, the machines, everyone's still trying their best to do their job.
Why does it matter? They're too primitive to understand anything other than routine tasks.
How can you
Okay.
say that? Some of them are friends.
Are they? Friends?
Wait a second. Is that the same train? How come it hasn't reached the station yet?
The rails were designed by the trainees.
Okay, so what's...
I love this room already. But how are you going to reach the top?
I'll find a way.
That wasn't the way.
I love this room already. But how are you going to reach the top?
I'll find a way.
The boxes
And once you do get out, what are your plans?
go to
I'll
the
escape
color.
from the train.
I guess that much. But where will you go then?
It's simple. I'll go where I've never been.
And after that?
I'm not worried about the after. That world is so big, you could walk for
Okay.
days and not see any walls. The water containers are bigger than the whole factory, and the overhead lights never burn.
Oh shit. Just
Won't you get lost there?
It's
Not that
literally
one.
impossible.
How so?
I
To be
need
lost
to
is not to have
green
found the goal,
one.
and my goal is all of the possibilities.
Or to
Green
not be able to find a way back?
I have no intention to come back here. There's nothing and no one for me here.
No one.
You don't have to worry about the plans or the rules. All of that is staying here, along with the routine, boredom, the rules. Are you listening to me?
Yes, yes.
The outside world is the destiny for those
Oh
like
shit,
us.
here we go.
It's ultimate freedom.
I was
That's why I want to get
looking at the
there.
wrong one. Okay.
Are you alright?
Chugging along.
I
Oh
just thought
god,
that
another
there must
thing
be
like
others
this.
here,
Another
waiting
symmetry
to be found
thing.
and helped. This time, you'll have to do the jumping. Can I take over for a while? Wish me luck.
I wish you so much luck.
Tell me a little more about what the outside's like.
I'd rather not distract you.
I can multitask. Oh, look! Giant spinning blades.
What was that?
Some variety.
Even worse.
Okay.
So what do you want to know about?
Are there other robots
I'm
like
just
us?
controlling the jump.
There's no one like us anywhere.
You're avoiding the answer.
Because I don't know. I've never wondered about that.
Oh,
I'm only 90% genius. Does the world
Or
have to
maybe
go
I'm
up
not.
and down all the time?
Am I in control of
and
anything?
down, Up.
welcome to my life. Hey, are there many places where you can jump
There's
there?
everything. Ramps and gullies,
Centrifuges too?
roundabouts,
Lifts?
and giraffes.
Wrenches?
Benches.
A whole river of grease.
Probably not. It would be too gooey. I'm free.
Narwhals. More narwhals.
As if I was hurting you.
Can we go back to... Oh, no.
All good.
I can't move.
Is it the springs?
Boxes. What about you?
I'm fine.
It's different now.
We'll manage. Trust me.
Oh. This is more what I was expecting.
And what are your plans after we leave this place?
I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do grease changes.
That does not sound too exciting.
But it's a solid plan. Although, I think it would be nice to have someone whom I could help grease the wheels in the head.
Well, that would be nice.
Really nice.
There we go. I need... okay, I need to get back in sync. There we go.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Well, what are you thinking?
That the world is too big for one robot?
Yes, a little.
So, maybe?
One
Okay.
day.
Great! Let's go.
We're robots. We have a whole eternity.
Another maze?
That might be a slight exaggeration.
Ha! Mark my time.
And that was that one was super easy.
But who will take care of the factory?
Who cares about the factory?
Forget about it.
But
This is not a place for us.
this is where we came from.
You know what's best about your roots?
What?
That eventually you outgrow them.
That's sad.
It was meant to be a joke.
It came out sad.
Honestly. Just forget. It'll be easier.
Easier or better?
Yes.
You know what I mean.
Zap. We're
Yeah.
now separated
Let's
again.
go.
Disabled, but not disassembled. Listen, I've found...
What?
Oh, nothing.
Give me a moment.
It should be better now.
We disconnect from
At
each other.
last.
Yes.
All right. You seem lost in thought.
It's nothing.
Are you sure?
Yes, contrary to what it looks like, sometimes I happen to think.
Okay.
Ha! We seem to be in luck. It looks like it's going to arrive now.
Listen, do you really care about going?
Of course! I've been waiting for this my whole life. We have to hurry.
Yes, I get it.
We need to extend the ramp.
Okay.
We did it! Jump!
I...
Hey, what's with you?
This is our home.
And she doesn't want to go home. Or she wants to stay home.
Fixed there. So now I can take care of everyone else.
We had plans. You were supposed to be with me.
I
She
did
said
not.
no.
I hoped you would stay a bit longer.
But this was my dream.
And off he went. Back to here. So it was kind of like, alright, main menu. Yes. So, this one is kind of like, what was that? What Remains of Edith Finch? So each memory, whereas with the other one, with What Remains of Edith Finch, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. Each familial memory was a different kind of minigame, with walking simulator in between. This is each play is a different kind of game. Now there's something going on with the graphics when it's in the painted, and I might need to mess with my settings a bit, but it's making me like a little bit nauseous. But it's overall it's an enjoyable game. But it's kind of hard to, I guess, not get the comparison to What Remains of Edith Finch, and What Remains of Edith Finch, this game is not. So, but all in all, enjoyable, fun time. I'd give it probably a great music, great voice acting. Graphically, it's solid. I just think that there's something that I need to futz with, so that the whatever it is that's making me feel kind of nauseous goes away, or that might have just been something else entirely. So, but overall, I give this about an 8 out of 10. It's a solid one, and I enjoyed it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comments below or in chat and whatever. But that is going to do it for me. If you're new to the channel and have enjoyed the content, please do consider giving me a follow. Check me out on my various other social media at Sippycupgames on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and youtube.com/Sippycup. But that is going to do it for me for now. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I raise my glass to you. Laters.